Yep, that's one good looking dial. Hello guys and welcome. Today we're discussing the SEIKO Presage Automatic Blue Moon. Now, in the arena of reasonably priced timepieces, SEIKO surely plays a significant role. If you are in the market for a dress watch that looks good, is good, and will not break the bank, the SEIKO Presage is certainly worth looking at. This is reference SRPB 41J1, also referred to as the Blue Moon Presage. Let's have a look at it. Let's start with the housing. Mirror polish finish on the case, no brush surfaces. The tapered minimalistic bezel is designed to visually create a continuum with the dome hardless crystal. Speaking of which, hardlex is the name SEIKO gives to their mineral crystals, and supposedly they are more resistant to scratches than regular, although far from being scratch proof as with sapphire. At 40.5mm, the case is large enough by modern standards and arguably on the big side for a dress watch, which for me is really in the 35-36mm region. It is no secret that the Presage acquired popularity among watch enthusiasts because of their texture dial. On this reference we have a sunray blue finish that is very eye-catching and plays nicely with light. It goes from light blue at the center to a darker tone toward the chapter ring. Arguably, this is one of the best looking dials out there at this price point. I, for one, was drawn to the SEIKO because of the dial. I'm as guilty as charged. Shape of indices calls out the beautifully designed dolphin, hour and minute hands. The seconds hand features a all-out counterweight, nicely framed date window at 3 o'clock. Underneath, there's a black disc with white printing. Legibility is great, but not in any light conditions. In fact, there is no lume whatsoever, but that's to be expected on a dress watch. No issues there. Despite the gold coloring of the rotor, the 4R35 movement is not one of the best looking calibers out there. It is mounted also on other SEIKO models like the SEIKO 5 and Prospex. I'll consider it is a valid movement, solid and simple to service. It is hackable, that is the seconds hand will stop when set in time. Easy to regulate, it is running give or take within 10 seconds of error a day. The stainless steel bracelet features a dual button release on the inner side and tapers ever so slightly from the lugs. I'll consider it is a good look and holds up quite well after consistent wear. With a mix of brushed and polished links, it complements the case of the watch quite gracefully. Having said that, I find the overall finish of it quite poor, especially with the noticeable gaps between the lugs, the pressed butterfly clasp as opposed to machine, and the end links are hollow as opposed to solid. All in all, not quite out of place at this price range. The SEIKO Presage is an amazing little dress watch, very elegant with a very interesting and distinctive dial. Matter of fact, the dial is the focal and selling point in the SEIKO lineup. Actually, selection is quite large and there is plenty of them to choose from. It is not perfect though. The bracelet to me is the weak point of this timepiece. Truth to be told, if I had to pick one up tomorrow, I would go for one with a mesh bracelet or leather. Alright, I'm wrapping this one up. Tell me what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the next one.